Welcome everyone. In this video we're going to be looking at strategy, Fartcoin strategic reserve, and we're going to be looking at the tokenomics, which the tokenomics are the reason why this is performing incredibly well. It started at a market cap of 16k and it shot up and it's hit an all-time high of 358,000 up there, and currently sitting at 297,000 in market cap, and you can see it's performing absolutely incredible. And the reason it's performing so well is because of the tokenomics. So let's look at the tokenomics to show why this has incredible potential. I believe this is going to reach 1 million very soon, and it's going to far exceed that because the tokenomics of this project are absolutely incredible, and some of the other mechanisms we've built into it are absolutely incredible. So let's first start by looking at strategy on Sui Vision. So you can see there's 1 billion total supply. So 1 billion in total. If I put some text here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in total, and make that a bit bigger. So you can see total supply. Total supply 1 billion. Okay. Total supply is 1 billion. So what happened to 600 million? 600 million is locked on this platform called Streamflow. So Fartcoin Bank locked 600 million for a whole year, and after that year it's probably just going to be relocked or burned. We don't have any intention to use this supply, and this supply will never hit the open market. But for peace of mind, that is completely locked for a whole year until August 2026, and that was when the token was created. We've locked 600 million. So let's put that in. 600, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is locked. Locked 600 million, and that equals 60%. So 60% of the supply is locked. Okay, so put that there. 60%, I'll put it underneath this red line. 60% of the supply is locked. Okay, what happened with 300 million? This is what I'm going to show you next. So if we look at Fartcoin Bank activity and we go to here, 300 million was added into LP. We added liquidity to set up their pool, which was 300 million paired with 25 million Fartcoin. So that's what happened to 300 million. Let's add that here as well. So 300, which is 30%, was LP. And I'll show you that just now. So 300 million was LP, and that's on Turbo's finance. This is locked. A lot of teams won't show you this, but look, this is permanently locked. LP on Turbos. It's difficult on Sui because a lot of the times you don't have this on Deck Screener. There's a lock symbol, but for some reason with all Sui projects it's not showing. So a lot of the times teams have liquidity that's locked, teams have liquidity that's unlocked, but no one really knows. But our liquidity fully locked, as you can see. And the last piece of the puzzle is the last 100 million. So 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 10%. And that was actually given to Fartcoin Bank. But then I realized that we don't actually need that much supply. So that was more for future listings or for anything to benefit the project. But I realized we don't need that much supply. So over here, we burned to this address here, over 65 million, and we've had a few other burns here of 1 million. So that was another 33k wiped out from the supply that's available. So if we now go to how much is actually owned by Fartcoin Bank, that's 32 million, and we'll add that there. So Fartcoin Bank actually only owns 32 million, which is about 3.2%. 3.2%, and the rest we burned. So we burned over, if you go to burned like 60, so that's, we'll just say 68 million for now. It might be a bit more, it might be a bit less, which is 6.88%. So 6.8% is burned. I'll double check that here is about 6.6. So we'll change that. So we'll say about 6.6. And then there we go. So that's the rough tokenomics, roughly. Locked 60%, burned 6.6%, only 30% is circulating. That's why this chart looks like it does. That is why Fartcoin strategy is, I'll just delete these all now. That is why Fartcoin strategy has incredible potential, and that's just the tokenomics. We have a few other mechanisms going on, which is explained on X. I'll do another video explaining that. And we also are using a lot of the trading fees for buybacks and burns. We'll use it for airdrops, we'll use it to burn Fartcoin, and we'll also use it for buybacks and burns. But you can see Fartcoin Bank again, where was it? Claimed, collected fees, and we bought strategy, and that strategy was included in this burn up here of 33k. So I believe this is going to perform absolutely incredibly, and that is the end of the video. That is the tokenomics for strategy, Fartcoin strategic reserve, and the contract address is here. You can feel free to purchase some and join our communities.